have no idea. Whose brainchild? Who do I have to thank for that?
He had something to do with that. Well, it's late June, Jordy, and it's all about hockey today.
Yeah, and so much for a sleepy Friday in sports. Thank you, Andrew. On one of the biggest days of the calendar year for junior hockey, the Victoria Royals were not upstaged by the NHL draft. The Royals made a massive move today as Marc Habscheid will not be back behind the bench next season. Habscheid calls it a family decision and a business decision. He's staying within the Royals family, though, accepting an executive role with RG Properties' parent company, which is called GSL Holdings. There, he'll be the right-hand man for RG President Graham Lee, developing hockey-related businesses. GSL Holdings operates the hugely popular OfficePools.com hockey pool site, as well as Planet Ice, the largest chain of ice rinks in the province. Now, Habscheid says the decision to move on was mutual between himself and Graham Lee.
We talked about it. We did it together. I mean, he's the boss, and I respect him. And but we talked about it, and it was the right time. I mean, for me, the family, for the business opportunity, it was right. Last 3 years been running around and moved twice, and moved a franchise once, and with both jobs, it's been busy.
You gonna miss it though?
Oh, I think you'll miss a little bit. I'm not saying I'm not going to get back into it at one time, but the timing's right now.
The Royals made the playoffs last year despite finishing 17 games under 500. Habscheid says the move comes at a good time for the team, with training camp and scouting all done. Now, Graham Lee says there has been lots of interest in this position, including some names very familiar to Victoria hockey fans. His replacement will be named in the coming weeks. While many NHL teams look to shore up their goaltending situation in the offseason, the BCHL Nanaimo Cliippers have no such issues. The Clippers made a big play to land the top tender in the Manitoba League in 18-year-old Jayson Argue.
He does have a strong resume the past 2 seasons. He was the Rookie of the Year in his first year for his league and for his team. Last year he was the most valuable player on his team, most valuable player in the league, a finalist for the Junior A Player of the Year last year. He's been in lots of conversations with Division I college coaches that I know, and I know he's really close to getting a scholarship as well. So I think we're on the right track with the guy we're bringing in, and he's a great kid. Had a chance to spend quite a bit of time on the phone with him yesterday, and I know he's excited, and we're excited to have him.
To land Argue, the Clippers had to part ways with 20-year-olds Mike Sones, Brett Hartskamp, and goalie Paul Bourbeau. Big night for lacrosse at Bear Mountain Arena. The Shamrocks look to snap their current 2-game skid, and they'll have to do so against their arch nemesis, the New West Salmon Bellies. Face-off is set for 7:45. Ryan Benesh is on fire for the Rocks, 33 points in his last 6 games. Another team scoring some goals lately, the Peninsula Co-op women's team. They've scored only 6 in 11 games, but half of those over their last 2 games. Tonight, though, they host the league-leading Pally Blues at Royal Athletic Park. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m.